So the scenario has changed. It's about 11 a.m. We are in Mwingi town, Mwingi level 4 hospital, at the morgue of the facility, and speaking to the families of those who are here waiting patiently to get a chance to identify their loved ones. One name comes to focus, and even speaking to the survivors, they talk about one gentleman called Brother Ken. This is the man who, at the moment when the bus was just about to cross over the Nziu bridge from Nguni to No, he was the one who was asking everyone if they've gotten their stuff ready and if they were all ready to go. He has succumbed to this tragedy, and there's one individual who knew him best, and he's been here since the tragedy struck, and we shall be able to get his thoughts on what happened on that day, how it's been, and what plans to rest his brother in spirit to rest. Good morning. What is your name, and why have you been camping outside the Mwingi level 4 hospital for the time you've been here?
Thank you. Good morning too. My name is Leonard Okinda. I'm here to check if I can see my brother ambaye alipatikana katika ajali hiyo, Brother Ken. Very instrumental guy, very jovial, and I just don't know that naomba Mwenyezi Mungu atupatie nguvu tuweze kumaliza haya yote. It is heavy for us.
Have you been able to identify the body?
Not yet. Tumeambiwa tusubiri kidogo, and then they're going to call us in. So we are still waiting.
You've spoken of the fact that Brother Ken hailed from Busia County. Are there any plans to move the body to his home county, or he will be interred here in Ukambani?
Okay, we are still waiting for the directive from the church. Being a brother with St. Peter's Clavers, I think the rules are that he's supposed to be buried at where their headquarters are in Makueni. So what I can say, maybe I think the body will be buried at Makueni, not Busia.
What has been going through your mind now that it's been more than 48 hours since the tragedy, and families are going through the slow but necessary process to identify their kin?
It has really been a rough time for us, and most of my parents, my dad and my mom, I just pray that Mwenyezi Mungu awape nguvu kuweza kupitia haya.
What is the one thing that when you think about Brother Ken makes you have a smile on your face?
The kind of heart he had. Alikuwa mtu roho nzuri, very jovial, mtu ambaye ako willing kusaidia beyond hadi anabaki bila, but any help ungehitaji ushauri, both financially, both socially, ukiwa na stress yoyote, ukiwa na shida, alikuwa mtu wa kusaidia.
Talk to us about the conversation that you had with him via WhatsApp when he was telling you that the bus had stalled because the river had overflowed, and in what language was he communicating?
Yeah, I was at my workplace. We had one of my colleagues was having a wedding, and so at around 10 a.m. Before, when we were still organizing at the reception, I called him, and akaniambia kwamba wanaenda harusi, lakini wamefika mahali mto umejaa, so they are still waiting for the water. And I even joked with him, nikamwambia, why can't you guys just swim across? Not knowing that my words maybe ingekuja kwa reality, but it is sad because alikuwa ananiambia wako hapo, na baadaye ndio nikakuja kusikia kwamba wameaga. And even before walikuwa wanaimba hapo kwaya, wakizunguka, wakidance. They were very happy. I just hope that wherever they are still happy, because Ken died akimhudumia Mwenyezi Mungu, kazi ambayo aliitwa. Wito wake ulikuwa katika kanisa, na amekufa in the line of sensitive.
To the CEC of Health here in Kitui County, she says Governor Charity Ngilu is in Nairobi going to do most of the logistics within the central government just to have the families get their people laid to rest well, as well as other administrative issues. They say 10 bodies will undergo DNA and other issues today. They are waiting for DCI officials for fingerprints because children need to be dealt with particularly carefully in terms of identification. So most of those children won't be released their bodies until later in the week, probably Friday or Saturday. But the adults will begin being handed over to their families as soon as they have been identified here, beginning later in the afternoon. So they were just waiting for those DCI officials. There is a desk by the Kenya Red Cross at the far end where families, that's where they begin their identification process, and then they sit and wait as the officials here continue with their planning and their management inside the facility. Then families will be allowed to go into the facility as soon as everything has been set up for identification. A few were able to go in there and they were able to identify their kin. However, because of the legality and the process needing to be transparent, they have to go through the system this day. They say 2 individuals who were identified by their Muslim families have already been taken and buried according to Islamic discipline, and we will be here to bring you more details about this really tragic story, and we'll be able to give you updates as we go on during the day.